Hey guys, how's everyone doing? I hope you're doing well whenever you tune in and see this. All right, so we are going to be doing. Hey, no, we're not going to be doing that, Cleo. We're going to be doing some general readings here for Capricorn, Earth sign Capricorn, and for the lovely um, Aquarius, air sign Aquarius as well. All right, so Cleo, you're going to be good for these readings, please. Yes. Mm-hmm. Be nice and quiet for mom. That would be good. All right, thank you. All right, guys. So for everyone who's returning, thank you, of course, for returning, and those who are new, thank you for tuning in. All right, so these are going to be general readings. They can cover anything like love, work, friends, family, health, money, etc. for both Capricorn and the Aquarius reading. And both of the readings are also timeless. So for some people, it may resonate beyond the March 2023 description and the title of this video. So for some people, it may resonate before or after that time frame by a couple of weeks or a couple of months, either in the past or in the future. Okay, so always take it how it may resonate for you. And if it doesn't resonate, never force a reading. Always check out your other placements. For instance, what's your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign. And if you don't know how to figure that out, there's a lot of great free websites out there like cafeastrology.com that do free birth charts. And so even if you don't have your exact birth time, you can still find out your other placements. If you don't have your birth time, you just don't find out your rising sign, but you pretty much find out everything else. Okay. So yes, we have pulled all of your cards here underneath the sound bell, dear Capricorn, and we'll get into it in a few moments here. I've also taken your photo already. So I always take one photo of all the cards for each reading that I do. And then I post it after the live is done in case some people want to see the images more up close in detail, or they want to pull up the photo because they forgot how the reading went, or they want to pull it up while they're watching the reading to get even more visual aid. So that is something that I provide for people if they're interested in. All you have to do is click in the description box below down here and follow the little instructions after the live is done. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. What else was I going to say? I think that's it. Yeah. The only other thing I can think of is, of course, if you like this video later after watching it, if you want to give it a thumbs up, that definitely is one free way to support my channel here. And if you do that within the first day or so of the video coming out, it does share it more with others here on YouTube, puts it in their algorithms more based on how many likes the video gets. So if that's something that you want to do, you can, but definitely don't have to. And the other two ways, free ways to support the channel here, is to subscribe if you haven't already. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button, and as long as you have a little YouTube account with your email already set up, then it'll just notify you when I put out new readings. And the last way to support the channel that's free as well is to physically, send it to friends or family if that's something that you feel guided to do. All right, so anyway, let's go ahead and just put all that stuff aside and get into the reading here, dear Capricorn. Also, I did want to say that everyone is welcome, right? So everyone has Capricorn and Aquarius somewhere in their birth chart, even if it doesn't say the words Capricorn and Aquarius, it could be the house of Capricorn and Aquarius. Okay, so everybody is welcome, cross watchers, whatever. All right. So yes, I think that's fully everything that I was going to say in the beginning. So now let's get into it and do a quick sound bell to ground ourselves and tune in to the Capricorn energy. So this is a great time to release anything that you've been holding on to, or just to get back into your physical body again and take a little quick sound vibration kind of meditation here. So if you feel guided while I'm doing it, you can take a couple of deep breaths in and out, however you feel, or you can just listen too. So, all right, so here we go for Capricorn. All right. All right. Capricorn. Let's see what we have here for you for March. All right. So, Capricorn, let's go ahead and call it your cards, and then we'll talk about what the placements of the cards mean and all that cool stuff. All right. So, let's see here, Capricorn. We have the World in the reverse position. We have the Three of Cups in the reverse position. We have the Four of Cups in the right side up position. And we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse position. All right, so we're going to talk about the first four main cards on the top, and then we'll get to the other ones where Spirit wants me to talk about those since we are using two different tarot decks, right? And then at the very end, we also have a little oracle card for you as well. All right, so let's talk about these first four cards, the placements and time frames where things may occur as a general guideline. Okay, so we're saying that the first week can be from around March 1st through the 7th. The second week can be from around March 8th through the 15th as just a general guideline, right? Nothing set in stone. The third week can be from around March 16th through the 22nd, and the fourth week can be from around March 23rd through the 31st. Okay, so I'll say the dates again when we're on each card, but again, nothing set in stone as far as the time frames or when those dates may occur, since it is a general reading and it's just a guideline. Okay. So let's see here, Capricorn. All right. We start off with the World in the reverse position. Before I do that, I almost forgot. Let's call it your zodiac signs here, real quickly, as far as your major arcanas, and then we'll talk about the most prevalent minor arcana as well. Okay. So we have basically three major arcanas, okay, and you're reading two are in the past and one is in the future, current, present energies, okay. But with that world card we were just about to talk about, that includes four different zodiac frequencies. So it's Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, and Taurus. Then you also have some Pisces down here and some Libra, okay. So what does this mean for some people? You could be dealing with a Pisces, a Libra, a Scorpio, Aquarius, a Taurus, or a Leo if that's their sun sign, or it could also be for some that you have a lot of those placements heavily in your birth chart, or the other person's, or multiple people. And the other thing it may be is a reference to, let's say, Scorpio season, Aquarius season, Leo season, Taurus season, Pisces season, and Libra season of this year, of last year, of next year. Okay. Or it means nothing at all. The last thing it may mean for some is an area in your birth chart that holds even more clues, or the other person's birth chart about maybe why you're coming to this reading, etc. Okay, but I just like to call out the other zodiac frequencies as far as the majors in the beginning of the reading here. Okay. But now let's go ahead and see what the majority of your minor arcana is to get another underlying theme to your reading. So right off the bat, you have three cups cards, two swords, and one wand. Okay, and then the rest are majors. So clearly, the cups is the majority of the minor arcana here. So cups in the tarot talk about water, and water being our emotions in the tarot. So there could be some kind of emotional theme, underlying this whole reading here. Okay, so I know that's kind of general, but that's just what we're seeing as far as the minor arcana. But we'll know more as we go through the reading, right? So that's kind of what it's for. All right. So with that being said, let's go on with the reading here. So Capricorn, I was starting to say your first card first week, which we said maybe from around March 1st through the 7th, is the World in that reverse position. So again, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, and Taurus energy. But this can be a little bit of an energetic blockage, a slowdown of energy, gentle reminder or challenge in that first week here. Now, this can be energy that is coming from the recent past as well, since it's your first card in the reading. So it could go back even a little bit in the past, whatever that means for you. Also, if this reading isn't about you, Capricorn, and force a reading, right? It could be about the person you're dealing with, multiple people you're dealing with, general environment situation, okay? But with this world in the reverse position, it's almost like there is some type of ending, new beginning, fresh start energy. The world is full of possibilities in the reverse position, right? So feeling like possibilities aren't as accessible, or feeling like possibilities aren't as easy to grab onto. That could be, you could translate possibilities into options, feeling like there are not enough options perhaps for some, but it is again that energetic slowdown, gentle reminder, challenge, okay, with that world in the reverse position. But let's see what's underneath it to get even more insight to see why this card is showing up here for you like this, Capricorn, all right? So, what we have underneath it, I like to call them the sponsor cards. This is energy from the past that made it possible for the world to show up in that reverse position. Okay, so this is past energy. We have the King of Cups in the reverse position, which was on the top of your deck. And then we have the Empress in the reverse position, which was on the bottom of your deck here. Okay, so Capricorn, it looks like here in the past, there could have been this feeling of a lack of emotional support with that King of Cups in the reverse position. It could also be there was a feeling of a lack of, you know, emotional confidence, or not ready to emotionally step into some type of leveling up in your life or the other person's life, etc. Right, as well, with this King of Cups in the reverse position. Um, Now, it could also be because on the other side we have the Empress in the reverse position, even though it's not the Queen of Cups over here, which would be the, one that would match the King of Cups. It's still another, let's say, energy of someone in high authority, like an empress, an emperor, a king, a queen. Okay. So on that side of what I'm trying to say here is that you've got a man and a woman just like in the reverse positions, okay, just on the very basic levels of looking at the cards. So you can talk about this as masculine and feminine energy, both being perhaps out of balance in some way. Okay, so you could say possibly, since we all have masculine and feminine energy, regardless of gender, how we identify, that possibly some masculine energy here in the past emotionally was not feeling supported, or wasn't quite ready to take on some leadership qualities or level up in one area of their life or multiple areas of their life or your life, etc., vice versa. And then with the Empress in the reverse position, the feminine energy um, could have also been in the past not ready to step into a leadership role, not ready to be all the way confident or to delegate tasks to others. There could have been a creative block here for some, right? Because not saying that masculines aren't creative, but the Empress sometimes has that creative energy as well, right? But there could have been definitely something out of balance in regards to beauty, wealth, income, love, right? Because we have a little bit of that Libra energy here, and Libra is ruled by Venus, okay? But again, just look at it in the general way, if you can, of saying that there's some masculine and feminine energy that was out of balance here in the past, emotionally, or even with confidence and stepping into leadership roles. Okay. I say that with the Empress. Okay. So that's kind of why this world is in that reverse position in the first week. It could be that somebody or some energy here is also not ready for this new beginning or this fresh start energy, or the world to feel like it's full of possibilities or options, or just that, breath of fresh air energy. Okay. So you could say, again, it's an energetic slowdown, gentle reminder, or challenge here. Okay. But usually when that happens, even if we get frustrated, right, because it happens to all of us from time to time, it is the universe or spirit guides, guardian angels, what have you, whatever you like to say is your higher power, um, is wanting us to slow down for a reason, is wanting us to look over these things again for some type of reason, okay, before we pick up speed and then go forward wherever we are in our journey or whatever we want to manifest in our life, okay? So let's keep going though and see what else we have here for you, Capricorn. So now we come to your second card and second week is the Three of Cups in the reverse position. Okay. And we said this could be from around March 8th through the 15th. So, let's stop for a second here, Capricorn. Like, oh, some of you might be like, damn, like both of these are energetic blockages, gentle reminder, or challenges, or slowdown of energy. Okay, in the first and second week, they're very similar. I'll talk about a reason why in a minute, and we'll go over all the details. But if we pull back for a second, your third and your fourth week, the energy starts picking up again, and then you have forward momentum in progress. So, if I had to pull back and look at your whole reading for a second, and there was something specifically that you wanted to accomplish that was in your control, if it's like travel or manifestation, prayers, spells, etc., I would say that the fourth week is the best week looking like here for you, Capricorn, in March. Okay. So, the best week is looking like that fourth week, and it could be from around March 23rd through the 31st. Okay. And even the third week isn't super bad. Nothing is super bad or good, right? But it's definitely picking up more energy and momentum from the first 2 weeks. Okay. So, with that being said, let's go back to getting into the details of this Three of Cups in the reverse position in the second week, which we said to go back over the dates as a general guideline, March 8th through the 15th. Okay. So remember this King of Cups in the reverse position from the past, and then you have the Three of Cups in the reverse position in the future, current, present energies. Very similar in the way that, of course, they're both cups. Okay, they're both reverse. So there is some type of emotional dissatisfaction or emotional non-supportive energy, okay, showing up here for whatever reason and for different reasons, since it is a general reading for multiple people, okay. But we have the Three of Cups in reverse, okay. So normally it could also talk about a celebration or a celebratory energy that is put on hold, okay, or isn't well received, or just straight up doesn't happen in some way, but it feels more like the celebratory. I'm sorry, not the celebratory. It feels more like the lack of supportive energy here with that Three of Cups in the reverse position. Okay. Because going back to that King of Cups in the past. Okay. But also for a small few, right? Because Three of Cups, if it was right side up, can talk about, um, why did I just forget the phrase? Triangle, third party, a triangle, third party. Okay, one, two, three. Third party. So releasing some kind of third party dynamics. Okay, for some with that Three of Cups in the reverse position in the second week. So what's a third party situation or energy? It is two different parties, people's energies competing with a third, right, or a third interfering in some way. So for some people, it could be for a small few that you're getting out of that, or the other person is, or just the energy in general could be getting out of any interfering or distracting energies that didn't need to be a part of this supportive energy. If this card was in the right side up position, if it was a party or celebration, right? You're not going to invite everybody. There's certain people you want to party with and certain people you don't, okay, or celebrate things with. Okay. But let's go back and see what is underneath this card to get even more insight about maybe why this is showing up here for you, Capricorn. So again, these are sponsored cards, I like to call them, and it's energy from the past. It could be a couple of days ago, weeks, months, years, etc. Whatever the past is for you. So we have the Judgment card in the reverse position, which was on the top of your deck, and the Six of Swords in the right side up position, which was on the bottom of your deck here. Okay. And again, they are making it possible or sponsoring for this Three of Cups in the reverse position to show up here. So when we have the Judgment card in the reverse position, some Pisces energy, not their official card, but it's there. Um, there could have been something here in the past, Capricorn, that you possibly didn't want to resurrect, or somebody else didn't want to resurrect, or it was an energy in general, if it wasn't a person, wasn't sure if they wanted to resurrect something, okay, with that Judgment card in the reverse position here, okay. And so when we have that too, it's like, well, let's stop here for a second. What this card is called in this deck, in the Hermetic deck, they call the Last Judgment card, if it was right side up, the spirit of the primal fire. Okay. So primal fire, you could say, is like a life spark, or the fire that we all have inside of us, right? So when it's in that reverse position, it's almost like somebody isn't getting to the promised land in some way, or some energy isn't getting to the promised land in some way. Because traditionally, the Judgment card is shown as, I think it's one of the angels calling people out of their graves to then go to heaven, right? To have life again, but it's in the reverse. So then it becomes a metaphor, whether it's right side up or reversed. Do I want to relive this situation? Do I want to put more energy into this situation, this person, whatever it is, etc.? Or do I want to let it go? So because the Judgment card was in the reverse position in the past, perhaps somebody wasn't sure if they wanted to rework this situation, or this whatever it is, and so perhaps they let it go. Okay, they didn't want to be born again into that same circumstance or situation, or the other person didn't, etc. Okay, so that was on one side, and then on the other side we had that Six of Swords in the right side up position. Okay, so on the other side we had some movement, okay, that possibly came about from the Judgment card in the reverse position, but it wasn't a whole lot of movement. Okay, so there's still some lingering feeling of, perhaps for some, not trusting in the movement and where the ship is going. A lot of times in the Six of Cups, you see three people on a little boat or ship, okay, and the guy that's in the back, he's steering the ship, and then there's I think it's supposed to be a mother and a child or something, whatever, in the front. And so they're not sure exactly where this man is taking them, but they know it's better than what they left behind, right? And so they're just kind of hoping that they're not going to get betrayed again, or hoping that they're not going to get led to the wrong place again. Okay, so that's the kind of the Six of Swords energy when it's in this right side up position. So there is movement, but there is still a little bit of this mental confusion, anxiety, worry, overthinking that we have here in the past, okay, connected with, again, some type of judgment, whether someone wanted to rework something, revise something, redo something, or if they just wanted to straight up leave it alone completely, okay? So when you pair that with that Three of Cups in the in the reverse position, that kind of shows us why there is this lack of emotional support energy here. So, so yeah. So again, this could be you, Capricorn, that is feeling lack of emotional support, or it could be another person or multiple people, general environment situation. Okay. But now let's keep going and see what else we have here for you, because I don't want to stay there forever. So we leave this Three of Cups in the reverse position in the second week to now the third week. We have the Four of Cups in the right side up position. Okay, so we do have a little bit as far as numerology order, like 3 and 4, right? But we have going from a reversal to now a right side up card, which is good. Okay, so now we have, with this Four of Cups energy, when we said could be from around March 16th through the 22nd as a general guideline. Now we have this energy of, okay, maybe now I've got a little bit more emotional support. Okay, his cups are right side up, right? He's asking himself, what makes me um, emotionally happy? What are my emotional boundaries? What is in my cup? What do I fill and what do I drink on a daily basis, right? As a metaphor. So here, though, his body posture, you can see it as just kind of like he's leaned over a little bit, just like whatever. He's looking at these three cups down here, or he's kind of looking at them. They're underneath him. They're all right side up, okay? But he's not really like thrilled about them, okay? He's not super challenged by them, so he's kind of half looking into the future. We don't know what he's looking at. So he's kind of daydreaming about what can I have emotionally that would be more satisfying or more challenging or both of those things, right? And so what he doesn't realize though is that another cup will come in if he remains patient, if he trusts in the divine, his spirit guides, guardian angels, what have you, whatever you want to call it, that another cup will come in that is more emotionally fulfilling, satisfying, challenging, all those things. So, again, the energy starts to pick up Capricorn in the third or fourth week. It's not super fast, but it's getting there. So I would say, remain patient. Okay, you could say that about this whole reading, like remain doing the work that you need to do or needed to do, but remain patient with yourself and others, okay? Because other things are moving and wanting to come in that will be more satisfying, that will be more thrilling, all of those things, okay? So let's keep going though and see what else we have here for you, Capricorn. All right. So now we get to your fourth card, which we said could be from around March 23rd through the 31st. And we have what I would call a great reversal. The Nine of Swords is in that reverse position now. Okay. So now somebody or some energy is fully letting go of the anxiety, worry, overthinking, staying too much up late at night, mental exhaustion, right? Being way too overthinking, way too much air sign energy. Now somebody or something is starting to fully let that go. Okay, so when you look at going from, sorry, it's for you guys, it's this way, it's opposite for me on the thing on the table. But you go from the Four of Cups right side up to then the Nine of Swords in reverse. So it's like both cards are healing in their own right and both require patience, but they're both doing the really hard work, that needs to get done here, okay? To make you on your path to whatever it is you want to manifest in your world, in your life, okay? So I like to see, the reading end definitely with that Nine of Swords in the reverse position here for you, Capricorn. But let's keep going though, because you do have one more tarot card and then, of course, your oracle card at the end. But this one is going to come in here and confirm all four cards, all 4 weeks that we kind of just talked about. And it is a combination of past and future energies. Okay. And what do we have? The 10 of Cups I'm sorry, not cups, the 10 of Wands in the right side up position. Okay. And so this is really nice to see because remember we started your reading off with the World in reverse, some type of ending, new beginning, fresh start energy, put on hold or straight up didn't happen in the beginning of the reading. But then with the 10 of Wands in that right side up position towards the end of your reading, a combination of past and future energies, you always have free will and choice, right? It's like something wants to have an ending and a new beginning here. Fiery energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, of course, with the wands. The wands talk about our physical body, our health, getting fired up passionately, creatively about something. Wands can also be our defenses, right? So, are my defenses too high? Are they too low? Right? But normally, when you see this card in other decks, you see an old man reaching the top of the mountain, and he has all these really heavy 10 wands on his shoulder on this thing that he's been carrying. And then he's going to put them down. Okay. He's finally putting them down, putting the defenses finally down. Right. putting also too much air sign energy in the head down, putting that anxiety, worry, overthinking, staying up late at night down. Okay. Putting all those things down, right? And so that is needed and is part of the healing, part of the patience and the progress moving forward here at Capricorn. Okay. So I like to see it. All right. And I think that, nobody wants to like be oppressed, right? I say that because what they call the Ten of Wands in this deck right here is the Lord of Oppression. Okay. So it's like, yeah, nobody wants to carry around all this heavy shit, excuse my French, but it's true. Nobody wants to have anxiety, worry, overthinking, being too much up in their head, right? We all have to deal with it from time to time. That's life, but nobody wants to stay in that state, and it's unhealthy to stay in that state. So when you put those things down, or when the other person does, or multiple people, general environment situation does, then you can have possibly that fourth cup come in and bring something more emotionally fulfilling, satisfying, challenging, in good ways. And then you can take action on that and move forward with that forward momentum and progress. Okay. All right. So, Capricorn, with that, let's see what your little oracle card is for this time period and beyond. So, you got the Uncreated, and I don't think I've seen this one before. It's really pretty. And I'll read a little bit from this book and just try to summarize since I don't know all these oracle cards off the top of my head. Okay, so it says the unconceived and the seed of the seed. Okay, all right. So it says, thank you, Nefertiti, to come make some noise as well, my kitty cat. It says there was a time when everyone you knew was not yet born, when every city was yet to be named, when your favorite song was yet to be sung. No. Such is the energy of the uncreated. This card indicates the subtle but profound force that summons all that will be into existence. This most sacred of formulas cannot be manufactured, contained, bought, or sold. It is the pure intelligence of creation, pulsing at the door of reality. All right. It says it's time. It's timing. Okay, hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, all of you out. No, out. Get out. And you better behave, little kitty cat, too. No, you know better too. I love you, but you know better. Uh-uh. Come on, Cleo. You too. Come on. Out you. Out. Sorry, guys. All right. Oh my God. Where was I? Okay. The animals chasing each other. Usually, I have the music on to distract from the neighbors and the mailman and this and that. And then sometimes they just mess with each other. So sorry. Okay. Back to where we were talking about your oracle card here, Capricorn. The uncreated. Where was I? So I was talking about the pure intelligence of creation is pulsing at the door of reality. Its timing when this card shows up is precise and it's happening now. Do not delay. Send an invitation to the uncreated. Allow it to formulate and gestate. Soon a sketch, a map, or a name will draw itself upon your mind. Envision and believe. The architecture of the future is within you. All ground is fertile and all life begets life. Okay. So that's beautiful. Let's see what else it says. Desire Desire pulls the uncreated into creation. The alchemist believes in what's to come, in answers and solutions not yet imagined for themselves and the world. When this card appears, it is a potent time to create and conceive. Even if you feel you are starting from scratch, begin anyway. Okay. And again, this card is called the conceived, the unconceived, the seed of the seed. Okay. And some little music here that they're going to recommend to get into this energy of this oracle card if you want to. Usually, this book suggests films, art, music, etc. Okay, so it says to go deeper, listen to the song Just Like That, Starting Over by John Lennon. Okay, so I'm not familiar with that song, but there you go if you feel guided. And the other thing it says here to ponder or think about to get into energy of this card is the building you reside in now was once an idea. All right, very true. Okay. So yeah, that is pretty much it as far as this little oracle card here, Capricorn. Um, yeah, if I would put it with your reading here with one particular card, um, I would put it with two, maybe. Yeah, definitely the Four of Cups in the right side up position. Okay, waiting on something that is, or being patient about something, not necessarily waiting, right? There's a difference. Um, for something more emotionally fulfilling, satisfying, challenging, all those good things. Okay, maybe create it, maybe work on it, have those ideas of imagination of what that may look like for you, for the other person, multiple people, general environment situation. And then I would also kind of put it with that judgment card in the reverse position as well. That was from the past. Okay, so remember how it said this card is called the spirit of primal fire. Well, you could say a seed is the primal force of the universe, right? Planting a seed. It was said something about the seeds of the seed of the seed, or right, what is there before that thing is there, or what is at the beginning of time, that kind of thing. So it definitely has a little bit of the judgment energy here as well. So yeah, but I like this for you, Capricorn. And I want you guys to let me know how things go for you if you feel guided, and enjoy this time period. And yes, thank you so much for your energy, for your likes, your subscriptions, and your shares, all great free ways to support the channel. So yes, we are going to go ahead and switch over now to Aquarius. I'm just checking the time. We're at like 39 minutes exactly. Okay, so we're going to clear the energy, let go of the wonderful Capricorn energy, and um, pick up and see what we have for Aquarius. All right, so we're going to charge these cards with some crystals before we do the shuffling. I am going to do a little bit of incense against my better judgment. My allergies have been bothering me, but I like it. So there you go. So we'll clear the cards with sound bell, with incense, and with crystals, and of course with our shuffling too. So let's do that. Actually, I don't know if we can do incense because I don't think I have my lighter in here. I must have left it. Okay, just kidding. No incense this time, unless I have one within grasp over here somewhere. I don't think so. That's okay. So no incense. That's probably better for my allergies. That's all right. But we are going to still do all those other things. All right. So I'm just going to randomly throw the cards in here before we do shuffling, just so they can kind of chill with the crystals a little bit. All back together again and turned over so I can't see what is on there. All right. Let's do our sound bell first. That sounds good. Okay. All right. So for people just tuning in later, right? We're gonna do a little sound bell here to let go of the Capricorn energy and tune into the Aquarius energy. We're also going to let go of anything that we've been holding on to or holding back, right? To relax a little bit, to get more into our body, and for me to channel messages from spirit as clearly as possible for you guys, okay? So it's for me and for you guys, all right? So just a little bit of sound vibration and healing, and it's also going to clear the cards, okay? So if you want to, while I'm doing this, feel free to take a couple of deep breaths whenever, or you can just listen as well. All right, so here we go for Aquarius. All right, so Aquarius. I think that was a pretty good one. So let's go ahead and do some shuffling here and see what Spirit has for you. All right, Spirits guide my hands. Messages for air sign Aquarius, the water bear, for March 2023, Aquarius. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for air sign Aquarius, the water bear, for March. What do they need to see? What do they need to know for their highest vibration? Spirits guide my hands. Messages for air sign Aquarius, the water bear, for their highest vibration for March 2023. Spirits guide my hands. 4 cards only, please, spirits. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for air sign Aquarius, the water bearer, for March 2023. What do they need to see? What do they need to know for their highest vibration? Aquarius. Messages for air sign Aquarius, the water bearer, for March 2023. Messages for Aquarius. Messages for air sign Aquarius, the water bearer, for March. All right. So then we're going to take the top and the bottom. Okay. We'll figure out in a little bit how they want these cards on that. Okay. Spirits guide my hands. Messages. Well, that was kind of weird. I don't normally do that, but it came out like that. Let me ask Spirit if they want this one card that just flew out. Spirits, did you want Cleo? No. Spirits, did you want the Ace of Swords in the reverse position to represent the one and only tarot confirmation card for this Aquarius reading? Okay, they want it. I guess this would be the top and this would be the bottom. So let's see how they want those, since it just flew out real fast like that. Okay. Spirits on love and light, respect and reverence before, during, and after. Spirits, did you want the Two of Cups in the reverse position to represent what's on top of this Hermit tarot deck for this Aquarius reading? Here. And Spirits, did you want the Queen of Pentacles in the right side up position to represent what's on the bottom of this Hermit tarot deck for this Aquarius reading? Okay, thank you. And Spirits, did you want the Prince of Sacred Circles in the right side up position to represent what's on top of this Hermit tarot deck for this Aquarius reading? Thank you. And Spirits, did you want the, thank you for listening, Spirits, did you want the Eight of Cups in the reverse position to represent what's on the bottom of this Ancestral Path tarot deck for this Aquarius reading? Okay. Let's see. Spirits, did you want the Three of Sacred Circles in the reverse position to represent the first tarot card for this Aquarius reading? Thank you. And Spirits, did you want the Queen of Sacred Circles in the reverse position to represent the third tarot card for this Aquarius reading? Thank you. And Spirits, again, thank you for listening. Did you want the Empress in the reverse position to represent the fourth tarot card for this Aquarius reading? No? Okay. Spirits, just to confirm, you want the Empress right side up to represent the fourth tarot card for this Aquarius reading? All right. So they want like that, but let's see where. Kind of feel like maybe it goes like this, but let's double check. Okay. Spirits, did you want me to talk about the Two of Cups in the reverse position and the Queen of Pentacles in the right side up position when I talk about the Three of Pentacles in the reverse position? They said yes. Okay, thank you. And Spirits, did you want me to talk about the Prince of Sacred Circles in the right side up position and the Eight of Cups in the reverse position when I talk about the Queen of Sacred Circles in the reverse position? No. Oh, okay. Maybe down here, let's see. Spirits, did you want me to talk about the Prince of Sacred Circles in the right side up position and the Eight of Cups in the reverse position when I talk about the Ace of Swords in the reverse position? Okay. So they usually don't want it with the confirmation card, but sometimes they do. I felt like it did and it said yes. So we will receive that and do that. Okay. And let's get our Oracle card and then we'll get started, Aquarius. If things don't fall down. Okay. So let's see here. Thank you for being patient with me, guys. All right. Here we go. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages and one Oracle card, please, for Aquarius from March 2022. 2023. That was weird. Why did I say 2022? Let's do that again. Or just, I was going to say it again anyway. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Aquarius for their highest vibration. Air sign Aquarius, the water bearer. One card only, please, for March 2023. All right. That was pretty. Let me double check they want it. Spirits, did you want the Sun's Splendor Oracle card for this Aquarius reading? All right. So they want it. We'll take it. Let's take your photo here real quickly. And we'll finally get started, Aquarius. All right, let's see. Just so we don't get any glare, I want to make sure I move things over a little bit. Okay, that looks good. Okay. let's see here. All right. And we're at what time? 50 minutes? 51? Almost 51 minutes. Okay. So I'll make a mental note of that and I'll put it in the timestamps for later, guys. All right. So for Aquarius, all right, this is going to be a general reading, just again to go over things. Um, this can be about love, work, friends, family, health, money, etc. It is a timeless reading, meaning for some it may resonate before or after March 2023 or 2022, because that was weird that I said that. So maybe that's a message for somebody because I said it in the end when I was shuffling. But yes, so we've got our photo and we will upload that later. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started here, Aquarius. So I want to call out your cards and then talk about the placements of the cards and the time frames where things may happen. Okay, so we have the Three of Sacred Circles in the reverse position, also known as Three of Pentacles reversed. We have the High Priestess in the right side up position. We have the Queen of Sacred Circles in the reverse position, also known as Queen of Pentacles in the reverse position. Cleo, stop. And we also have the Empress in the right side up position as well. Okay. So we'll talk about the other cards when we get there, where Spirit wanted me to talk to you about them. All right. But let's see here real quickly. We'll get the zodiac frequencies in a second. I forgot to say the possible dates. Okay. So we'll say them again when we're on each card. But the first card can be from around March 1st through the 7th. Second card can be from around March 8th through the 15th as a general guideline. The third card for third week may be from around March 16th through the 22nd. And the fourth card, fourth week, may be from around March 23rd through the 31st. All right. So now let's see, as far as your major arcanas, the zodiac frequency is showing up here. Well, you have Scorpio, Pisces, and Libra. Okay, so you only have two majors, but you know, it's not the official card for any one of those three signs, but they're showing up here. So what does that mean? You could be dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, or you have a lot of that in your own birth chart or the other person's birth chart or multiple people's birth chart. Or it is referring to Pisces season, Libra season, Scorpio season of this year, of last year, of next year. Definitely last year for somebody because I said 2022 when I was shuffling the oracle cards. So there you go. It could also be referencing, we said, somebody who's a sun sign of those signs or has a lot in their birth chart. It could be those seasons. I think we said all of them. Yeah, we did. Okay. So, or it means nothing at all, right? That's the last one. So let's see what else we have here for you as far as your minor arcana. So we've got two cups, a sword, and four pentacles. Okay, so that's definitely the majority of the minor arcana is pentacles, right? For this reading, that could be another underlying theme or a message to your reading. So the pentacles in tarot can talk about money, finances, right? But it can also be talking about our values. So am I being valued enough? Is the other person, is the environment, vice versa, whatever you come to this reading for. Okay. So value systems as well as money, or it can be both, right? But that is general. So let's go ahead and dive into the reading and see what other insights we can find here. Okay, Aquarius. All right. So we start off your first card and first week with that Three of Sacred Circles, also known as Three of Pentacles in the reverse position. Now, this energy, because it's your first card, can be coming in from the recent past. Okay, so it could be still energy that's slowly dissipating, but it's showing up here either way. Okay, and again, this reading, Aquarius, could be about you or someone you're dealing with, multiple people you're dealing with, general environment situation. So never force a reading. If it doesn't resonate, check your other placements, your sun, moon, rising as an example. Okay. But yeah, we start off your reading here, Aquarius, with that three of sacred circles in the reverse position. It's a little bit of a slowdown of energy, gentle reminder, or challenge, as I like to call it. It could be that in this first week here of March, Aquarius, you are not feeling super abundant as far as your money or your resources, financial resources, or you are not feeling valued in some way. Okay. Um, it could also be that somebody or some energy, if it's not you, or it could be you as well, is not seeing things from a higher perspective financially or a larger perspective, or pulling back to see what the financial needs or concerns are would be for the future. Okay. It also could be for some with the finances or with being valued that there isn't um, a outlet, I guess maybe the right word for an outlet or a plan for how to have stamina financially, or how to have stamina within the values or being valued here. Okay, with that three of sacred circles or three of pentacles in the reverse position. Um, but again, this is just a little bit of energetic slowdown, gentle reminder, or challenge. Whatever it is, it starts to pick up and leave completely by the second week. Okay, so I wouldn't worry too much. But let's still look what is underneath this card to get even more insight about why this card is showing up here for you, Aquarius. Okay, so what we have is past energy, whether it's a couple of days ago, weeks, months, years, etc., or whatever the past is for you. We've got the Two of Cups in reverse, and we have the Queen of Pentacles in the right side up position. All right, and these are the sponsor cards that made it possible again for this three of sacred circles or three of pentacles in reverse to show up in the current present possibilities energies. Okay, and this is over here again is past. So it looks like here in the past, Aquarius, there could have been some type of relationship, whether it's romantic, platonic with friends or family, or even self love in the past, that emotionally was not an equal give and take with that Two of Cups in the reverse position. Okay. It could have been also that there was more lower vibrational frequencies within that relationship, again, whether it's romantic, platonic, or self love, um, that wasn't bringing out the best in you or each other, etc. Okay. Now, on the other side, though, because of this, perhaps, or despite of this, right? We have the Queen of Pentacles in the right side up position. So if there was some type of relationship that wasn't emotionally balanced or satisfying in some way, or wasn't bringing out the best in each other, or etc., right? Then somebody possibly decided to focus just on their finances, on their um, material, not material, but I guess it could be just material, but yeah, material gain or material wealth in some way in the past. It could also be that somebody or some energy decided to just focus on how am I going to get more value or be more valued or value myself more and or others. Okay, despite that, again, emotional relationship in the past that wasn't balanced. Okay, so it looks like when we had this Queen of Pentacles in the past, it was like starting to get better, right, as far as the values or the finances. And somebody possibly could have been more in their power with the Queen of Pentacles energy here as well, or having more confidence, or again, valuing themselves and or others. But then there's looks like something here in the present, future, current situation, circumstances with the Three of Sacred Circles in the reverse position, or perhaps somebody is triggered in some way by something, and it will be different for everybody since it is a general reading. But it's like they go from the Queen of Pentacles in the past to this Three of Pentacles in reverse in the future. Okay, so if this was right side up, and if you can see, there is a bear and an eagle in the top of the clouds here, if the card was right side up. And so that's that metaphor for seeing things from a larger perspective and having the stamina and the conservation of energy with the bear. Cleo, shh, okay, in that reverse position. So again, could just be a slowdown of energy, energetic blockage, gentle reminder, or challenge, where someone needs to see things from a financial, larger viewpoint, or financial planning for the future, or they need to conserve and or conserve more financially, or the same thing with the values or value systems. How can um, I be more valued from a larger perspective in my world, how I interact with others and others interact with me, or how can I also conserve my values for the long haul, not just for the short term, something like that. Okay, but let's keep going here, Aquarius, and see what else we have here for you. So now, when we get to your second week, which we said could be from around March 8th through the 15th as a general guideline, we have the High Priestess in the right side up position. Again, Pisces, Scorpio energy here. But I love to see this here for you, Aquarius, because then now we have more intuition coming in for yourself or the other person, general environment situation here. Now we have somebody trusting in the light and the dark, the positive and the negative, seeing the cycles of life. But again, more about the intuition, quieting down any distractions to say, well, how do I really feel about something? How does the other person? What's my gut reaction to this thing? Or what's their gut reaction to this thing, etc. Okay, there could be also some revealing of secrets in the second week here, Aquarius, by you or someone else, etc., or just in general. Okay, because she's holding the scrolls. These are the scrolls that have esoteric knowledge, right? They also represent not just secrets, but the knowledge of self. So until you know yourself, when we talk about the intuition, you can't know anyone else or know anything fully, right? So that is energy that's present here as well. So if we wanted to pull back and look at your whole reading for a second here, Aquarius, as far as the more complementary energy, or if there's something you want to accomplish that's within your control as far as travel or manifestation, spells, prayers, etc., the second and the fourth week will look like the best energy here for you. Okay, so again, if there's something you can do within your control that you want to accomplish, I would do it in the second or the fourth week of March here, Aquarius. All right, let's keep going though and see what else we have here for you. Cleo, you're not an Aquarius. I don't think so. Be quiet. All right. So we now go from the High Priestess second week to the third week. A little bit of slowdown of energy again. All right. Can be something to do with collective unconscious, with the astrology, world events, but also can be unique to everyone's situation since it's a general reading. But we have that Queen of Sacred Circles, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse position. And I just realized right now that you have a repeating card. Okay, let's stop and look, check that out. All right. So one is from the past, Queen of Pentacles right side up in the past. And then we have Queen of Sacred Circles, also known as Queen of Pentacles in the reverse position in the current present energies. Okay. So when this happens, it's a particular message from Spirit to really focus in on why this card is coming out in two different decks, right? It's showing up in not only the future, current, present energies, but also the past energies. Okay. So on that note, right, that's a perfect kind of segue to being like, if this is an energetic slowdown, gentle reminder, or challenge here for you, Aquarius, with that Queen of Pentacles in the reverse position, why are you feeling not all the way in your power and your confidence? Why are you feeling not financially abundant, okay, with your finances? Why are you feeling a lack of value of yourself and or others? Okay, because if you were a Queen of Pentacles before in the past, you can be a queen again Pentacles right side up. We just got to figure out why she's showing up here in the reverse position. It could just be a gentle reminder or challenge to make you focus on those things again, to have you become a queen of your finances again, queen of your worth again, your values, etc. Okay. There could also be for some this lack of nurturing energy because in this deck, if she was right side up, we have the Native American grandmother's like energy or spirit, and she's holding the child, right? But it's reversed, so it could be a little bit of lack of nurturing energy here with you yourself, with and or others, right? So be gentle with yourself, be gentle with others, that kind of thing. Okay. But let's keep going and see what else we have here for you because still some really good stuff coming up. Okay. So now, Aquarius, when we get to your fourth week, we have the Empress Libra energy, all right, in the right side up position. And we said this could be from around March 23rd through the 31st. Okay. So now we have the Empress is much like a queen. Okay. Now the queen is right side up. Remember the one before it was a queen reversed. Towards the end of March, now somebody is stepping into their power. They're becoming more confident, or you're becoming more confident. The general environment is becoming more confident. Okay. Now we have somebody who's able to delegate tasks to others, to not take on every single responsibility and role. But that's what the queen or the empress does, right? Now we also have more creative energy, more feminine energy coming in as well. Okay. So I wanted to look at the rest of your reading for a second because you have all this Earth Pentacles energy, right? So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn throughout your reading. You've got Cups energy a little bit, right? Which is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And you have your Swords energy over here, which is air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That's you, right? And then you do have one wand. I felt like you didn't have any fire, so I wanted to see why that was, or that was something to focus on that was not in your reading, but you actually do have a little bit of fire here in the past and underneath this card we'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, this Empress, when she shows up towards the end of March, she wants to accomplish things with you, for you, Aquarius, right? She has the waterfall behind her. That's the water in the tarot is our emotions, right? And so she's channeling those emotions to her benefit, much like the Empress, the other great card you have here in your reading. Okay, look at these two strong feminine energies, higher vibrational frequency energies of feminine energy. Okay. Again, the second and the fourth week look like the best here. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Hold on one second. Okay. So with this Empress energy in the fourth week, she is planting seeds for the future. Remember how we said something in the beginning over here? We were talking about the Three of Sacred Circles in the reverse position, how when it was reversed, somebody wasn't planning financially enough for the future or having their values um, stay the same place in some way or enough significance with the values in some way for the future. What is the Empress? She's pregnant. Okay, she's planting the seeds for the future. So now, Aquarius, in the fourth week, towards the end of March or even beginning of April, we have more future, our eyes on the future, making plans for the future around those things. But it also doesn't just have to be values and money. It can be with the health, the love, the creativity, the side hustle, whatever it is. Right now, we have that green light towards the end of March, early April. Okay. But let's get your last tarot card over here and then your little oracle card at the end. So over here, we have your tarot confirmation card, which is going to come in and confirm all 4 cards, all 4 weeks. Okay. And we have that Ace of Swords that flew out of the deck before I even did like the first really good shuffle. And Spirit really wanted it because it like never happens that way. Okay. And it is a combination of past and future energy. Okay. It's the Ace of Swords in the reverse position here. All right. Aquarius, it's like saying here that there is, if there is a little bit of lingering doubt in your own abilities, whether it's creatively, whether it's with your confidence, your leadership qualities, whatever it is, I feel like it's coming in here, this Ace of Swords in the reverse position, and saying, don't do that. Don't overthink it. Um, because then you're going to stifle those abilities. Um, and they need to be present and drawn upon as a resource to move forward here for you. So don't do that, okay? Or the other person, vice versa, etc. General environment, okay? But what does this deck call the Ace of Swords if it was right side up? They call it the Lord of the Root of the Powers of Air, right? And you're an air sign, or depending on where you have Aquarius in your chart, if you're not a sun sign Aquarius. So Lord of the Root of the Powers of Air. That's interesting. It could also be that this Ace of Swords is showing up here in the reverse position because if you are not sharing any type of knowledge, right? We're talking about logical mind, crown chakra, air sign energy, which you are Aquarius. If we are not sharing knowledge with others in some way, then we're going to block our abundance too. If we are not nurturing to ourselves and or others, right? Remember, she's pregnant and this is grandma over here, and then we got the baby. So it's tapping into the higher vibrational frequencies of feminine energy, sharing the knowledge, sharing this nurturing energy that can be present for ourselves and or others. If we share it, then we can move forward and then we can possibly flip this Ace of Swords in reverse to now right side up, right? So then we could have some type of ending, new beginning, fresh start energy. Then we can have our innate and talents and gifts supported. And we can also have mental clarity within ourselves and others, but also balancing. Remember how I said you have all elements here in your reading, Aquarius. You have water, earth, air, fire, right? So this is like your air card, your only air card, right? But it's reversed. So it's like, don't be afraid to use your logical mind, your crown chakra in some way. My cats are sticking their hands like under the door. It's so funny. Okay. So let's look what's underneath this real quickly because I almost forgot. We have these 2 cards that are going underneath the confirmation card because that's where Spirit wanted them. Okay. So again, these are past energies that made it possible for this Ace of Swords in the reverse position to show up here. Even though this is a combination of past and future energy, this is straight up past energy that's still, underneath this one. Okay. So in the past, we have the Prince of Sacred Circles. So Prince of Pentacles in the right side up position. And then we have the 8 of Cups in the reverse position. You have, I just wanted to put it down right for a second. You got the 2 Queen of Pentacles repeating card. Then you got the Prince, the 3 of Pentacles, and yeah. Okay. I just wanted to see For some, there could be something going on here as far as family, but it doesn't have to be. A lot of times when you have like the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the Prince of Pentacles, the Princess of Pentacles, right? Then there can be some kind of like something going on within the family. But you really only have the Queen and the Sun here, the Prince. So it could be, but not all the way. But I also thought when I looked at this card earlier, sorry guys, I thought it was a fire card and it's not. That's weird. Why did I think that? I think you are missing fire from this reading. Yeah, you are. So take all that shit back I said about you've got all the elements here. Okay, it's got a lot of red and orange in the picture. Okay. I don't know why. I felt like it was fiery energy. Maybe they're still a little bit present, but it's not an actual fire card. That's weird. Okay, so I was originally right then when I said there was fire lacking in your reading. That is true. Okay, I second guessed myself. Oops, it happens, right? Okay. So what does that mean? How can I use the higher vibrational frequency energy of fire to help me accomplish what I want to manifest in my life? Am I getting in my physical body enough? Am I getting passionate, fired up, creative enough? Um, am I also looking at issues of health enough? That may be a clue here for somebody. Okay. But let's put all that aside and finish what I was trying to say when I realized that this was an earth card. Okay. So we have past energy, the Prince of Sacred Circles in the right side up position here, and the Eight of Cups in the reverse position here. So in the past, in some way here, Aquarius, there could have been more clear communication in the past, or a medium-sized communication or offer that came through from you, or to you, or from your spirit guides, guardian angels, what have you, to then led in the past somebody or some energy to come out of um, a break from society to find out something emotionally. Okay, so it was like this medium sized communication opportunity or offer that came in from you or to you or from your spirit guides, guardian angels in the past, um, to know more about what makes me emotionally fulfilled and satisfied and complete. Okay, with this Eight of Cups in the reverse position. So it's kind of weird that these are going underneath that Ace of Swords in the reverse position, because these two would show that somebody or some energy here in the past was doing their homework, right? Um, Maybe the reason I thought this was a fire card, maybe this communication from the past, medium-sized communication or opportunity from the past. It could have been from a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it doesn't have to be. Could be why I thought that. Um, but yeah, it's basically saying here, Aquarius, like, don't undo the shadow work or the work that you did in the past, the good work that you did in the past, or the good work that someone else did in the past, or good work that the general environment situation did in the past. Don't undo that by second guessing your gifts, okay? By also putting it's something to do with like you can if we look at all, you had Four of Pentacles cards, right? So we're talking about money a lot here, or values. You can still have some type of ending, new beginning celebration and enjoys a little bit of that money while still planning for the future. You can still have that celebration, ending, new beginning by enjoying something or being valued or valuing others without it taking away all your values or your stock reserve of values and money, if that makes sense. Okay. because this would be the Ace of Swords if it was right side up, a celebration card. You've got two little plants on the side of the crown here. Okay. I think one is supposed to be holly, a holly tree branch, and I can't remember the other one. But anyway, that would be like celebrations. So I feel like it's saying enjoy yourself, within moderation, right? But Cleo, but yeah, okay. So let's see what your oracle card here says, Aquarius. I'm so sorry this part of your reading got all distracted with the animals and stuff, but it's such as life. Hopefully you can still understand what I'm saying in here. Okay, so let's see. You got the sun's splendor. Okay, beautiful card. I don't know if I've seen that one before. So this is your oracle card for this time period or even beyond. So let's go ahead and see real quickly what this little oracle deck wants to say to you, since I don't have all these memorized. Let's see. I thought I had it open up, but I probably did, and then it maybe moved. Let's see. Here we go. All right. Thank you guys for being so patient. Okay. It says generosity, health, and abundance. It says, to revel in the glory of the splendor, the sun's splendor. There are several cards in this alchemy deck that relate to the sun, yet this card specifically depicts the long-term effects. And I kept saying the long-term, the future. That's so funny. It's like long-term effects is like underlined right here. Okay, anyway. The long-term effects of the sun's radiance. Think about abundance, fulfillment, and altruism. Envision celebration and collaboration. But is it possible in our complex world? The sun's splendor says yes, one day and one ray at a time. When splendor sun arrives in the laboratory, the alchemist realizes that kindness and generosity are the secret ingredients. All other paths may fall away. Through giving back to others and the world, we become more like the sun itself, radiant light and expecting nothing in return. Remember how I was saying, like, share the knowledge, share the nurturing energy, right? That's the same thing it's saying here about generosity and sharing, right? So interesting. So I would definitely put that oracle card with those two cards. But let's see what else it has to say here. It says scarcity often prevents us from feeling the sun's abundant splendor and freely today. Give anonymously, even take note of how you feel when you give anonymously. Okay, that's nice. And then it says, the sun's splendor is a card that indicates long-term overachieving success and health. Though it is practiced daily, it accumulates into an ongoing narrative for you. That's beautiful. What else here does it say? Cleo, I'm sorry, God. Let's see. They're giving back to others. Blah 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 blah. Cleo. No, I'm not gonna give in to you. You're gonna have to wait. Okay, so this book or this deck always talks about some type of artwork or music that you can get into the energy of this card. Okay, so it says to go deeper, look at the painting The Sun by Edward Munch, and it was painted in 1909. So there you go if you feel guided. And it also says to think about and or ponder the divine masculine. So what does the divine masculine mean to you? So that's something to think about. And let's see, it says when talking about generosity with others or giving back to others, it says if you don't know where to start, thank someone. Then thank another person. Soon the alchemist finds that they are not alone in their laboratory and that the miracles arrive both big and small. All right. So that is your reading, dear Aquarius, and I hope you got something from it. And always feel free to let me know in the comments down below if you feel guided, or you can even let me know privately too. But I did take your photo, your one photo of all these cards. So we'll be posting it shortly. So if that's something that you're interested in, all you have to do is click in the description box below and follow the little instructions there on how to see the photos just on my Facebook page. And what else? Yes. Thank you, of course, for your views, for your shares, for your likes, and your subscriptions. There are all great free ways to support my channel here. So I really appreciate it however you feel guided. So if you like this video in the first couple days after it's been published, it does share it more within YouTube's algorithms, and also lets me know that there's something that you liked in this video as well that you resonated with or enjoyed. All right, and to subscribe if you haven't yet is free as well. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button, and it just notifies you when I put out new readings, as long as you have a basic YouTube email account set up with YouTube. Okay. And the other way to support the channel is to share this video with friends or family directly if you feel guided. Okay. So anyway, thank you guys so much again, dear Aquarius. Enjoy this time period, and take care. And I will see you guys in a little bit when we get ready to do the next set of readings. And hopefully, if I have more time coming up, I want to pop in and do some other kind of different things I haven't done in a while on this channel. So anyway, you guys take care, and I will see you later. All right. Bye.